Oh, what's up, everybody? It's Chris. Here to make my UFC 89 picks for this weekend, or predictions. First off, I'm going to start with the main event, work my way down in case I fall short on time. I want to get the big fights in, and I don't even know if I'm going to pick a lot of the undercard fights, only because I don't either recognize a lot of the names or I've never seen the guys fight, and I don't really like to make speculatory picks just on records or whatnot. I'd like to see a guy fight before I predict how he's going to do. That being said, first fight, main event, Michael Bisping versus Chris Lieben. Bisping's record's 17-1-1. He's coming off the first round TKO over Jason Day. Impressive performance, dominated from start to finish. Chris Lieben's coming off the first round TKO over Alessio Sakara. He got rocked, but he got cut. But Lieben just kept swinging, and Sakara doesn't have the chin that Lieben does, so Lieben wins. This fight, close fight. I could see how either guy could win, but a couple reasons I'm going to pick Bisping. One, as far as fighting, just their styles, I think they're both going to want to stand for the most part. I think Bisping's faster. I think he's more sharp with his punches, his technique, and I just think he's more elusive. I think it's going to be hard for Lieben to land cleanly on him, whereas Bisping can land shots here and there. Not saying they're going to be like huge punches, power punches, but I just think he can win on points of decision. That's how I think he's going to win. Also, I know the UFC has Ultimate Fighter coming up fairly soon, England against USA, and I know they probably want Bisping to be a coach, so I'm not saying they have an agenda, but I think they probably want Bisping to be coming off a win if he's going to be a coach on the show. Thus, that's just the way I see it. So, with all that being said, I'm going to go with Michael Bisping by decision. But once again, I will not be surprised if Chris Lieben wins. Next up, Keith Jardine versus Brandon Vera. Jardine's got a 13-5-1 record. He's coming off the absolute destruction loss to Vanderlei Silva. And Vera's got the 92 record. He's coming off the unanimous decision lackluster win against Reese Andy. This is an interesting fight. Both guys need to get their careers back on track, because they had a lot of momentum and it's kind of died out over the last couple fights. I'm going to go with Brandon Vera to win. I'm going to go with him by decision, although I definitely could see a knockout, and if there's going to be a knockout, I'd say probably second round. Basically, I see this as being a stand-up fight, and I know Jardine's got weird technique and stuff, and it's been effective for him for the most part, but I think guys that are technically better strikers, are going to give him trouble. And I just think Brandon Vera has a sharper technique, better technique, as far as Muay Thai and stuff like that. I know Jardine's good with the kicks, and he uses them to his benefit. But I think Vera's also good at kicks, and he's trained a lot in Muay Thai, so I think he'll know how to defend against them. Overall, I just think Brandon Vera is a more talented fighter. Nothing against Keith Jardine. He's got some big wins. I just think Vera's the better fighter. Maybe in all aspects of the game. So I'm going to go with Vera by decision. Possible TKO, if so, second round. Next bout. We got Remy Terry Sokoudjou. Record 5-2. Going up against Luis Kanye, whose record's 9-1-1. Nakamura's coming off the... My bad. Sokoudjou's coming off the win over Nakamura, where Nakamura hurt himself, but Sokoudjou was winning that fight anyway, so he probably was going to take it. Kanye's coming off a TKO win over Jason Lambert. To be honest, I didn't see that fight, so I can't really judge it. Kanye's got a good record. Good stand-up. Sokoudjou does not have the best chin. I'm not for sure about Kanye's ground game. I'm sure that's where Terry would like to get it, or Remy would like to get it. So, I'm going to go with Sokoudjou by decision. I think he's going to put Kanye down. He's been training with Team Quest, which means he's been training with a lot of wrestlers, working on his takedowns, I presume. I'm going to go with him by decision. I think he's going to get Kanye down. Depends on how Kanye's ground game is. If he's not really good with the submission defense, then I could see Sokoudjou getting him with a Americana, Kimura, something of that like. But I'm going to go with decision just to be safe, because I don't really know enough about Kanye to make a definitive pick. Next fight, Paul Taylor against Jess Leodon. Taylor's got a 9-3-1 record. Lytle's 35-16-4. Ugh, my bad. It's Paul Taylor against Chris Lytle. Sorry, I'm not feeling well, so my head's a little out of it. But what I meant to say is Paul Taylor's coming off the decision win over Jess Leodon. Split decision, and Chris Lytle's coming off the loss where he really got brutalized against Josh Koscheck. I think they should have stopped that fight earlier. It was really bloody. I'm going to go with Lytle. I know he got smashed against Koscheck, but Taylor's more of a stand-up fighter, as is Lytle. Taylor's a kickboxer. Lytle's a boxer, but Lytle seems to always do better in these fights. Plus, he's more well-rounded. Taylor's win over Leodon was a split decision, so I don't know. It's kind of dicey. I think Taylor's just on the card because they're in England. So I'm going to go with Lytle. Taylor's proved tough in the past, so I'm going to go with Lytle by decision or possible guillotine. Last fight on the main card, Paul Kelly versus Marcus Davis. Paul Kelly's record's 8-0. Marcus Davis 19-5. Kelly's coming off a decision win over Paul Taylor, and Marcus Davis is coming off the loss to Mike Swick. Marcus Davis fighting in England again. I'm not surprised. He seems to always fight over there for the most part. I think they want Marcus Davis to win. I know Kelly's undefeated. He had the win over Taylor. Davis beat Taylor more impressively, in my opinion. I think the UFC, for whatever reason, sees marketability in Davis, and they want him to win. So, that being said, I'm going to go with Davis by a technical knockout, either first or second round. And, I don't know. I guess Davis will fight whenever they have another card in England. Real quick, undercard. Just going to breeze through it real quick. We got Dan Hardy versus Akihiro Gono. I like Gono. Don't know much about Hardy. I've heard good things about him. I'm going to go with Gono. Only because I've seen him fight before. He's proven. He always puts in a tough fight. I think it'll be a decision either way, whoever wins it. Shane Carwin versus Neil Wayne. Neil Wayne's making his debut. Undefeated, but he's small. He's only 5'10". Carwin's 6'4". Size probably will play a difference in this. That guy's just a lot bigger, and size does make a difference in fights sometimes. So I'll go with Carwin, possibly by a KO, TKO. Jess Leodon versus David Caden. I don't really know who to pick in this one, so I'm not going to make a call. Sam Stout versus Terry Adam. Go with Stout by decision. Should be a good stand-up fight. Hopefully we'll get to see it. David Baron versus Jim Miller. I'm going to go with Jim Miller. And Per Eklund versus Sammy Chavo. Haven't seen either of them fight. Can't really make a decision, so sorry about that. Hopefully the next UFC there'll be more fighters that I've seen and I can be more definitive with my picks. So that's it for now, guys. Probably get back to you on Sunday after the fights and let you know what I thought and how everything played out. Enjoy the fights. Feel free to leave a comment. Until next time, I'm out of here. Bye.